Welcome to the second lecture in the series of Foundations of Whole Numbers. This is word names for whole numbers. So today we're going to take those numerical forms of a whole number and convert it into a word form. So before we start, let's talk about two-digit numbers before we get into the big numbers. Two-digit numbers. Now, the numbers 1 through 19 or actually 1 through 20, are exactly as they sound. In other words, 12 is written 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now, once you get to 20, 21, two-digit numbers that don't end in 0. Two-digit numbers that don't end in 0 have a hyphen or are hyphenated. So 21 is 21. 22, 23, 24, all the way to 30, and 30 doesn't have a hyphenated part. So 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, that has no hyphenated part. And once you get there, you get to 100. Now, an important thing that I want to talk about is the word and the word and is not to be used in whole numbers. You don't say 101. You say 101, 3005, 6007. You don't say the word and. And is reserved for decimals and fractions. And is reserved for decimals and fractions. Okay. So after the bigger numbers, you need to start memorizing the period names. And I'm going to write these down. Probably trillion is as big as you're going to get. So we won't go past trillion for this part. But there are numbers that get past trillion. So when you write these out, you write what's in the period followed by the period name. The only exception is we don't name the ones period. Okay. So let's look at the population of the world that we looked at in the last example. 7,406,849,068. Okay. So this was the number that we looked at in the last video. The population of the Earth as of 9 o'clock this morning. It has changed, so if you go back to census.gov, it's going to be different. But this is the number we're going to look at, and we're going to write this in word names. Now, the important thing to look at is that we don't skip a period. There's not a period filled with zeros. If there was a period filled with zeros, we would skip that period completely. So first we need to find the biggest period. So we got ones, thousands, millions, billions. So we start 7 billion and we put the comma in the exact same place that it is in the number. 7 billion. Then we name the number in the period 406. And then the period name, millions, comma, 849 thousand 68. So this is that number in word form. So things to remember: the period name, hyphenating numbers greater than 21 that don't end in 0. Don't use the word and watch for periods that skip. Let me give you an example of periods that skip. we'll do a quadrillion. So there's quadrillion, billion, million, thousand. Okay, so okay, so we have ones, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions. So this word number is 7 quadrillion 1. And you put the comma right there. I know it looks weird, but that's exactly how you write that number. 7 quadrillion 1. Now, if we were to go backwards from word form to numerical form, we do the exact same thing. The only thing you need to watch for when we do that is periods that are skipped. For example, let's do 7 billion 300,000 15. Okay, so we got this number here. So the biggest period is 7, so it's 7 billion. And notice we skipped the millions period. There's no millions, so we have to fill it with zeros. 300,000 15, and that's not 15, it's 015 because there's no hundreds. Okay, the next video is going to have some sample problems. We'll see you there. I appreciate you watching. And if you have any questions, please comment, like below. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.